Hey guys,
So basically, the big thing is making sure nobody is.
we're here. For those of you who are not, you should be, because this is an enormous takeaway of human rights from those of us with uteruses to seek safe, legal health care. The crowd is already bigger than anyone that we've seen.
Hell yeah.
There's Pulitzer Prize winner John Cherry.
Yes.
God love him. So you can see that there is a significant presence already on the sidewalks at 6th and Broadway in front of the federal courthouse where Mitch McConnell's office is.
I'm grieving today for my mother, Eugenia. I'm grieving today for all our foremothers and their allies who fought so hard to get us to Roe. I'm thinking about my daughter today. My daughter, who becomes now part of the first generation of Americans to grow up with fewer rights than their parents. I'm grieving
Charles
for my
Booker,
daughter today,
all in attendance.
and for all of our daughters and sons, for all of our children, for today's attack on their privacy, their personal freedom, and their future.
State Representative Lisa Wilner.
I'm devastated. I'm angry. Like many of you, I am grieving. But in the midst of our grief, we cannot forget that this is a time for action.
Yeah!
Jared Aaron is here.
We must not forget that silence equals death. For those of us who've never been silent, who've refused to be silent, even when people would try to silence us, now's the time to turn up the volume.
Yeah!
For those of you who've been silent, you can no longer afford that luxury. We must not forget that there is work to be done. We must protect Kentucky's Constitution by voting down Amendment 2 this fall. We must not forget that elections have consequences. We must get out the vote and support candidates who are willing to stand up and speak out. We must not forget that the work at the state level has never been more crucial. Protecting access in Kentucky is literally a matter of life or death. I'm proud to stand with you in this fight. I'm proud for all of us to be in an alliance together to take back our state, to take back our rights, to take back our freedoms. The time to fight is now.
Say it! Go, Rep. Wilner.
And next up, we have soon-to-be Senator of Kentucky.
Let's go, Booker!
Hey family,
What's up? Hey?
I'm not gonna ask you how you doing.
Thank you.
As while I was walking up, I had a conversation. We were talking about how we're feeling, and I'm here. I can't really tell you all the emotions that are raging through my body right now. When you lose, like Rep. Wilner said, when you lose someone, when you suffer grief, in my family, we come together. We would go over grandma's house.
Yep.
Everybody would come together. We love on one another. We lift up one another. We fight if we needed to, but we show up. I do a lot of talking all across the country, all across the state. I don't really want to have a lot to say today. I'm tired of talking. I don't want you to just hear me because I'm running for office or because you're used to seeing people like me talk. I want my words to matter. So everything I say to you is a reflection of the actions that I'm going to take. I'm telling you that right now. I need you all to understand that I have my daughter, so y'all know I got 3 bosses. This is my oldest.
What's up, Queen? What's up, Queen?
My wife and I wanted our oldest to be here because this fight is not arbitrary. We're not fighting over a word. The word gets weaponized. It's become a wedge. Sit the word abortion down for a second. What are we talking about? We're talking about healthcare. We're talking about humanity. We're talking about the agency of people who have to make some of the hardest decisions they will ever make. Our loved ones who will go through the process of pregnancy, who need a government that honors their humanity and doesn't try to force them to make decisions over their bodies.
Right.
This announcement, this decision is horrific.
Horrific. Absolutely disgusting.
It will kill people. And look, y'all, this is not just about blocking and banning abortion. They have made it clear what they want to do. They want to take our rights away. They want to roll back freedom altogether. They're even naming it. Your right to privacy, your right to your agency, contraceptives, planning a family, interracial marriage, your identity. They want to strip all of your voice away from you. And you know why? Because it's more of you than it is of them. They know that if you have a voice, you can use that voice and take your power from them. This was never about abortion. It was always about power. And I want my daughter to be right here with all of you to know that we have power. We are not powerless.
Power to the people.
We're not powerless. I'm going to send this message out. Look, we're all family. Help me spread this word. Abortion is being used as a wedge. It's been weaponized to keep us fighting amongst ourselves. But at the end of the day, who's profiting from it? The wealthiest few. Politicians like Rand Paul and Mitch McConnell. They
Mitch McConnell's a bitch. A bitch.
Say it one more time.
A bitch. A bitch. A bitch.
Okay, earmuff came when she's going to high school. But seriously, we have to come out of our corners. I know this is a heavy topic. I don't care about your party. This is bigger than party. This is about humanity. If we stand now, let me take that back. We're standing right now.
That's right.
We're not going to sit down. We're not going to shut up. We're going to organize. We're going to march. We're going to disrupt. We're going to run, and we're going to win. We will beat Rand Paul, expand the majority in the Senate, and codify Roe. All right, let me step out of the way. I want my daughter to say one thing to y'all.
Come on, Queen. Talk your shit.
Hands off our bodies.
Hands off our bodies.
Mayor's here.
Hands off our bodies. 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 Hands off our bodies.
Charles Booker, David James, all in attendance.
Dr. Senator Karen Burns.
All right, I'm going to stand up here a little bit so y'all can see me. All right. Is it working? All right, guys. As many of you know, I am a practicing medical doctor.
A little louder.
There is no doubt that reproductive care is health care.
Streets filling in, guys. Come on down. 6th and
What
Broadway.
SCOTUS has done today is basically said that little over half of the people in the United States of America today no longer have the choice to make basic medical decisions for themselves because you were born with a uterus and a vagina, and they want to control you. I have been in Frankfurt. I have sat in these meetings. I have tried to talk some sense to these legislators. And we have one freaking choice in this state. One choice. If we are going to win, if we are going to fix this horrible mistake that was made today, everybody, every one of you and every one of your friends and every one of your neighbors and even the people down the street that you don't like, we have got to get them out to vote. This Amendment 2 that's coming up in November is going to be on each and every person's ballot. The majority of people in Kentucky do not want this amendment. But it doesn't matter if a majority of people in Kentucky don't get out to the polls. And guys, this is our answer at this point. Because SCOTUS has ruled. The laws are in place in Kentucky. The way we are going to change them is to elect different legislators. In Frankfurt who understand what they are doing to us, who understand that we as individual human beings have the right to control our own reproductive organs. And we have to say like hell, guys. We have to say in unison, all together, everybody, Republicans, Democrats, Independents, Green Party, I don't care who you are, I don't care where you come from, but you know that I do not have the right to make your medical decision. I can advise you. I can tell you the risks. I can tell you the benefits. I can tell you the consequences, but ultimately you have the right to choose for yourself. And we have lost that today. We're going to get it back, guys. We're going to keep working.
And next up, we have a very, very powerful representative. My former colleague, your representative, if you live in
black, queer, masculine presenting woman, this is scary today. I can leave here today, be raped this evening, be impregnated, and be forced to carry a baby full term. Let's talk about what this really is. This is a ban on women's bodies, regardless of rape, incest. This is not okay. What you all need to know and understand and realize is this is only the first step. This is only the first thing that they are coming for. And in order for us to change that, we must organize, we must mobilize, and somebody said we don't have a reason to vote in November. We have a fucking reason to vote in November. This should have you fearful and have your asses to the polls in November. We must come together. We've got a long road and a long journey. But I believe, and I witnessed it in 2020, the work that we did, that if we organize, we mobilize, that we work together, that we can change policy, that we can elect people who are going to stand up for our interests. And it's not just us here in Louisville. We have to get out and go across the state. We have to find our brothers and sisters across the state. And I'm going to say something, and some people might get pissed off about it, but I'm going to say that. We must be very clear and understand that elections have consequences. And to my white sisters out there in the crowd, elections have consequences. And we know that white women have been the ones who have been voting for the conservatives. Although some of you may not be the people who voted for them, this is your role to go and make sure that your people are voting for the right thing. Again, we gotta organize, we gotta mobilize, we gotta get out to vote, and most of all, we gotta love each other. Peace.
Look at this crowd! Look at this crowd! I'm honored to bring up another one of our fearless champions in Frankfurt, Representative Nima Kulkarni. All right, good people. I can't even see to the end. I know I'm short, but there's so many of you here. I want to thank each and every one of you for taking time out of your day, out of your lives, because you know what's at stake here. Today's decision is a shock, but this exact moment has been 50 years in the making from the moment that Roe was handed down. It's taken them years of focused determination, dedication, unified vision to get here. And those of us, any of us who have wanted to be polite, to change the conversation, have helped them to get here. They put in a lot of hard work to get anti-choice leaders elected to public office in local and state offices. Hard work to get anti-choice judges and prosecutors into office who would be in place today to uphold trigger bans like the one we have in our Commonwealth. It's taken a recognition on their side that we have simply lost sight of, a complacency that has led us think until this very moment that a Supreme Court decision from 1973 would always protect us, that a Democratic majority in the House, Senate, or presidency would always protect us. But we didn't hold them accountable when they did not codify the right to abortion access. We've elected people on both sides of the aisle
who chose their personal beliefs or their political careers over the safety of the people that they swore to protect. And we have lost sight of our state legislatures, which have now become the ultimate arbiters of our fate, every single one of us here. Today, we have lost the right to govern our own bodies. And I want to say this very, very clearly. Kentucky has got to save itself. Nobody is coming to save us. If you have been on the sidelines of this issue, if you have been polite, if you've been politically correct, that time is over. This is not just about rape and incest. I want to repeat, this is not just about rape and incest. For a certain few. It is about the fundamental human right to determine the course of our own lives. In a free society where the will of the majority dominates. What we've got here today is the will of a minority of people in our Commonwealth and in our country who have worked to impose a narrow religious view on everybody else. What we have today is no longer a democracy, it's a theocracy.
That's right.
Exactly right. Exactly the kind of place that our founding fathers sought to escape. It's taken them 50 years to get here. It's not going to take us that long to take back our rights, is it? Right now. You may not be thinking about voting or candidates or how important every single election is, but every single election on a city, state, and national level has gotten us to where we are here today. We still have the right to vote. They're working goddamn hard to make sure we don't have it. But we still have the opportunity to show up, determined and unified. We lose when we don't vote. Because this is not about abortion, it's about birth control, it's about who we're allowed to love. Human rights. This is a fight that we are all in, whether we realize it, whether we like it or not. This November, as you've heard, we have a chance, one chance to take it back, because the right to abortion access is on the ballot. A constitutional amendment is on the line. What does that mean? If we don't vote it down, it will change the Constitution of Kentucky so that the power to change our state laws, like the trigger ban or HB 3, are out of the hands of our elected state representatives. This is going to be a matter of turnout. So if you're angry today, if you're outraged today that you or your children have to live in a world where laws are based on someone else's ideology, then join us today. Support the that is already being done. Donate right now to the Protect Kentucky Access Fund. Donate to the Kentucky Health Justice Network Abortion Fund. Volunteer, organize, be loud, be seen. But most importantly, make sure that you work your asses off to get people elected to office who will not let you down. Who will see your value as free-thinking human beings. That's not a lot to ask for. Who will support policy that doesn't hurt you and will fight as hard as they can, wherever and whenever they can, against policies that seek to do you harm. This fight is just beginning. We know what we've got to do. We won't get there overnight, but we've got to get there together. So stand together, stand tall, show up and vote. Don't give up. Let's take it
Thank you, Rockwell Carney. And the fact that you all are still here, an hour in, as hot as it is, in the heat wave of Louisville. Next up, we have Senator Morgan McGarvey.
All right. It is hot. So I'm going to keep it short and I'm going to keep it real. Charles is right. It's in about abortion. This is about power. It's about control. It's about access. It's about health care. And it's about taking those things away from women. This is a major deprivation of rights for women in this country. It's bullshit! You said it. I can't believe that my daughters have fewer rights than their grandmother does today. We can't stop. We won't stop. Because they won't stop.
Keep going! Keep going!
This does not end with Roe v. Wade. You saw Clarence Thomas say in his opinion, they're coming after birth control. They're coming after marriage. We've got to do the hard work. And look how they did it. 4 of the 5 justices who made this deprivation of rights were appointed by a president who didn't even get the majority of the votes. There's more of them than us. That's what they're afraid of. But we've got to do the hard work. We've got to show up at the polls. I told you I was going to keep it real, and I am. That doesn't mean Twitter. I'm talking hard work. Don't think you can get on Twitter and complain to your friends that you're angry and you're going to change things this November. Knock on somebody's door. Give somebody a ride to the polls. Donate to a candidate. Donate to an organization. Show up in force. Because the law in Kentucky today is cruel. It is extreme. If you are a teenage woman who is raped by a family member, you are forced to give birth in Kentucky today. We can't let that stand. So we won't. Get out there and work. Support the brave senators and representatives like you see up here. David Yates, Katura Hara, Hannah Stevenson, Darcy Raymond, Jonah Jenkins. Make them the majority of the state house, not the minority of the state house. Support our brave people on the Metro Council, Jennifer Chappell, Bill Hollander, Patsy Chambers Armstrong, David James. Keep them in the majority here in Louisville. Let's beat Rand Paul. And make Senator Charles Booker from Kentucky a And I gotta say something too. Let's keep this congressional seat blue while we're at it. But don't neglect our city leaders either. We've talked about the state, we've talked about federal. We need to have a mayor right here in Louisville who is willing to protect women's rights. Get out and vote. Get out and work. Greg Greenberg, come say a few words.
Thanks, Morgan. Today is a devastating day for people in Louisville, Kentucky, and across America. We know that the extreme laws of Kentucky impact all of us here today. It puts our lives, health, and privacy at risk, and we cannot stand for that. That's scary. What's even scarier is what comes next. We need to work together to change the trajectory of our future history so that here in Louisville, in Kentucky, and across America, Anyone who wants abortion has access to it, that women have the right to their own medical decisions, that all of us have the right to privacy. In Louisville, we need to do everything possible to limit the damage that this decision is going to do to those of us in Louisville and to people across this Commonwealth. And as everyone here has said today, how do you all help do it? We organize, we vote, and before you vote, ask every candidate who you're thinking of voting for where they stand on this issue. Ask the candidates for judge. Ask the candidates for U.S. Rep and Senate. We know where they stand. Ask the candidates for State House and Representative. For Metro Council, every elected official matters on this issue. So let's make our next U.S. Senator Charles Booker. Let's make our next U.S. Congressman Morgan McGarvey. And let's vote together to protect people across America. Thank you all.
You know, we've had true leadership for a long time in Frankfort, and there's been some constants. We've had Representative Mary Lou Margin, who stands for access. And we've also had Representative Joni Jenkins. Both Representative Mary Lou Margin and Joni Jenkins ended their tenure this session. I want to recognize Joni and call her up on the spot just really quickly. Come on, Joni!
You know, back in 1994, I first ran for office. I was the first woman in that neck of the town to do it. People didn't think that girl could win, and I won that first prize. 10 votes. And in 2019, I was elected the first woman to lead a caucus. 10 votes made that happen. So there's a lot of people here. And all of you know 10 people who aren't voting, don't you? Well, you ought to make damn sure they register and they get to the polls in November.
Sounds like me.
I'm scared, but I'm madder than anything else. And you know what? We can sit here and we can bitch and we can moan, but we can take action. Take action. Between now and October, let's register these people. Let's get them to the polls and let's educate them. Teach them how to make good decisions when they get in that voting booth. We cannot afford to let the grass grow underneath us. It is time for action. So every one of you, promise me, you're going to find at least 10 people and register them to vote. And if you do 100, that's even better. It's great for us to come out here and yell and hold signs, and I love it. But we need action. Everybody here needs to do some real work and recruit other people to do the real work. Thank you for coming out. Get out and vote. And I know I'm going to see you all again. And you all do the hard work. I'm going to be doing the hard work. Thank you so much.
All right, next up we have Mayor Greg Fisher.
Your city will do everything we can to make sure women have access to safe choices for their own health care. So what the hell is going on with the Supreme Court of the United States of America? In 2 days, they have made our country immeasurably more dangerous. Yesterday, they loosened gun laws. So the states that had tighter gun laws, common sense gun laws, can no longer have those. They've introduced more guns to our streets than ever before. Today, They have made a woman trying to have her own choice more dangerous. That's what they've done today. I think of the girls, the women. I think of my daughters and my granddaughters. Today, what they did to each and every female in America is they made you lesser than. They made you the other. And if that pisses you off, it is time to get out and vote.
That's enough. That is enough.
Freedom of press, freedom of speech.
No, that's not what we're talking about today. Today, a woman has been arrested in Cincinnati because she went to go get an abortion. So we're talking about if you're going to organize, then get your ass to organizing. Any other day. But today, I need his ass to do what the hell he's supposed to do.
Say it, Chanel.
He answered because he better answer. Today, Louisville has a place to hold abortion safe. And I need his ass to move on that. What he has to say. Everything is not about the space that you make it unless you build it. You gotta build it. Now I need you to build it. I'm not here to argue with you today and about that shit. I'm an abortion doula, and by helping and planning somebody, I can be arrested. So I'm going to talk about that when we get our asses down the street. So what I need for you all to do is not only vote, but also make sure you see every last one of these faces up here. We keep talking about elected positions and shit because you don't have to do it. So make sure they stay updated on what is happening at the grassroots level to actually get it done. And I want to hear what the fuck he has to say because I need his ass to move some local legislation right now that's going to keep that fucking clinic open. Where a black woman performs abortion on women in Kentucky. Where a black woman has been threatened with her life performing abortion in Kentucky. So know who the hell you are fucking with right now.
I'll just close by saying, if you've had enough, say it. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Get up and vote.
It's enough. It's enough.
Hands off our bodies! 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 Hands off our bodies!
The fearless pastor, Representative Pam Stevenson.
On this day, the Supreme Court told 50% of us, you don't matter.
Say it, Pam.
Now, you think that abortions are going to stop. They're not. But what they said is we don't care about you dying because the people that got money will find a way to get it. And we especially don't care about black women because we don't care if you live or if you die. So today, on this day, they have said 50% of you are not citizens. You're not part of this democratic process. You don't have a right to your own body. You don't have a right to vote. You don't have a right to privacy. You don't have a right to be with your doctor. Now, your choice is clear. They have told you who they are. Who are you? Us stand in the sun overnight to see if it was really about abortion,
Crowd is
the right to
swelling,
life, and
guys.
all those things, we wouldn't have a death penalty.
They're overflowing into the streets. Back around the block.
Taking care of children, we take care of the children that were here. Take the weapon of impregnation. What about a bill that says vasectomy for all until you can take care of the bill? A man can impregnate 10 women a day for some and 1 for others. But a woman can only be pregnant for 9 months. So it is a challenge. It's telling us that we are not a part of this great American promise. You'll do what you're told or we'll take care of you. Don't let them do that. Don't wake up in a system that's an apartheid system because we're silent. Don't vote and do all the things these great people told you to do and more. Don't tell your great grandkids that you were here on a hot day and then you went home and watched Housewives of Atlanta. Thank you. I speak on behalf of the people you've elected and the people you're going to elect. We love you. We serve you. We're not going to back down.
Stevenson. Go Pam. Go Pam.
Senator David Yates.
All right, it's too hot when we come out and speak to the choir again. We're all here for a reason, right?
Yes, sir.
How many of you mad?
Oh, absolutely.
How many are scared?
Absolutely.
What's next?
Vote.
So what we got to do? We've got to be the informed people. We've got to know what's going on. Too many partisan politics and political games. The word plays have gotten in the way of dividing. So let's know what happened. The Supreme Court of the United States has overturned Roe and Casey, which provided safety mechanisms to us. There's a trigger mechanism under KRS 311.772 that passed. I walked into this Senate and I watched the biggest array of attacks on women that's happened in decades. Is they put in place, in the event the Supreme Court has overruled abortion illegal. Now let me ask you something. When they ban abortions, do we stop abortions? No! We stop safe access to abortion. We know that the prohibitions don't work. Again, political games. So how do we fix it? The Supreme Court, they opted. The only way you fix this is you vote. Not just vote, you get people to oppose the vote. If you're mad here today, grab 10 people. Know their names. Check afterwards. Did they vote? Did they turn out? If everybody here grabs 10 people, who grabs 10 people, we will make a change in Kentucky. I need to make a change.
Thank you, Senator Yates. All right. We're going to bring up one more speaker before we wrap this up. I get the pleasure of bringing up Representative Josie Raymond. My name's Josie, and I'm pissed off that the General Assembly is trying to subjugate me and you, and you, and you. Every single person with a uterus of childbearing age in America has always had the right to an abortion. For 50 years we had that right, and today we moved backwards in a monstrous way. Today we lost our constitutional right, but we have not lost our human right to an abortion. We as state legislators and elected officials will continue to fight looming attacks to criminalize pregnant women
all of us have work to do. We need to emphasize to everyone everywhere how common and normal abortion is. Even amongst conservative people. Let me hear you if you or someone you love has had an abortion. Let me hear you if you love children who need us to preserve this right. Let me hear you if you know happy children in happy families that were shaped by abortion. And most important of all, in the coming months, for people taking pregnancy tests today, and for people finding out the worst news of their lives at a 20-week anatomy ultrasound today, people need to know who's got their back. So I need to know, are you going to tell people how to access abortion pills? Are you going to donate to abortion funds? Are you going to provide gas money and drive somebody to Chicago? Let me hear you once and for all if you are going to help people get an abortion. Thank you, Representative Raymond. Jackie and I are not alone in this fight. You've seen the electees and those running for office who stand with us daily. But there is one individual who works very hard to make sure people can afford to get an abortion. To the incredible executive director of the Kentucky Health Justice Network.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Aaron Smith. I am the executive director of the Kentucky Health Justice Network. I won't be long. I just want to make a few statements. The first is that we are still here. And when I first thought about that statement, I was like, we as an organization, but look at all of us. Look at the person to your left. Look at the person to your right. Look at the person in front of you and behind you. We are the weight. KHJN is going to continue to be here. We are going to continue to be here for each other. And before I get off the mic, I'm going to remind us of some things that some of us may or may not remember. Abortion access is not just a women's issue. If you do not support trans rights, support gay rights, you are not here with us. Indigenous communities, Asian communities, international
to Chanel.
All right. Thank y'all for coming out. Thank you for saying you're going to vote. But we actually going to take some action too, right? Because people are going to see this. We're not only going to find people to vote, we're going to mobilize and we're going to organize. Because we need more than just that. So what we're going to do is, there is a march to Metro Council. Yeah, we going there too. We are going to get behind the banner of PSL. This is an organized protest because the safety of folks right now in this moment is very high. This is not a game. So when they ask you, you're going to support somebody that's going to get an abortion, I need you to understand that is illegal right now. I need you to understand that. That is true. So what I need you to do is to be clear about where we're getting ready to go and how we're getting ready to get there. You have not been put in a position of any type of role. You are a participant, and you will remain close to each other and who's around you, and you will walk behind the banner. Everybody hear me?
Yes.
We need our elders and people with children in the front because we need them to set the pace. The people who got us here and the people that are going to take us there. You understand? We need people to listen to the chants, not only to say them here, but wherever you go when you get ready to fight. Understand? All right. Where are they at?
They're down that way. They're all the way down there, I think.
Okay, PSL. PSL is the Party for for Socialism and Liberation. They are a large national organization. Thank you. Who put together socialism education for the liberation of all people. They have proclaimed themselves to make sure that they fight in this fight and stand behind bodies of color, especially Black women who are putting this together. They're going to be coming through, and then they're going to set up over here, and then we'll make our way down to Metro Hall.
All right. Thank you for coming out. Know that Planned Parenthood, ACLU, and Kentucky Health Justice Network needs you as volunteers, just like these candidates. Don't hesitate to find us and talk to us about how you can help fight abortion bans in Kentucky. Thank you.
How are you? As always. Hey, Pam. Tom, good to see you. Thank you for that impassioned speech. Awesome. Awesome job.
Hey.
I love you, my brother. You gotta get 2K out of this.
I know. I'll try.
That's my favorite other photographer, besides Pulitzer-winning John Cherry.
Everyone marching to the pad to meet on 6th Street. Thank you.
Say it on the mic. Say it on the mic.
I'm sorry, everybody.
going around. The crowd is filling up half a block. It should be the whole block, half a block.
The people united will never be divided. The people united will never be divided. The people united will never be divided.
Hey, sis.
United will never be divided.
Love you. I love you more. You look gorgeous. Getting a booty from all that walking, girl. I had to smack out. It looks good, though. All my clothes are too big. I'll just use it to go exercise. Something I know you don't do. Not much. You work hard. You gotta play hard every now and then. Or at least good work. This is good today. Yeah. For one day. All right. All right. I guess these are polite protesters and they're going to stay on the sidewalks. Right? Doesn't it? People you see in green hats are legal observers who are here to ensure that protester rights are observed and that incursions by law enforcement are not made into protesters' expression of their First Amendment rights. Those are the green hats that you see. Although we don't reveal their identities, they're definitely very present. Inside, and I'm going to let you see the crowd come by. There's Summer and Sonia. Stand up, fight back! Stand up, fight back! Stand up, fight back! Hey, how you doing, Jane? Good to see you. We can't hear you. Somebody start chanting. Chant, Amira, chant. Just did. Get these people chanting. They're still coming. Okay, I'm cutting across the parking lot so we can get back to the front because they've turned left and they're pausing to let everybody catch up with them. You can see the mass a little bit better when they're standing still. Hear them better when they're standing still too. Sing it, Cheryl.
We won't give up without a fight.
Cheryl Harmony Price, ladies and gentlemen. We can't hear you. Abortion is a human right. Abortion is a human right.
We won't give up without a fight. Abortion is a human right. We won't give up without a fight. Abortion is a human right. We won't give up without a fight. Abortion is a human right. We won't give up without a fight. Abortion is a human right. We won't give up without a fight. Abortion is a human right. Abortion is a human right. We won't give up without a fight. Abortion is a human right.
Oh, sorry.
Here are some of the bravest people in Louisville. I'm only showing them from behind. Athletic escorts. Helicopters up.
You don't care if people die. You don't care if people die. Stand up like that. Stand up like that. Stand up like that. Stand up like that.
my brother. How are you?
Separate the church and state. 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 Separate the church and state.
They say no choice. They say no choice. They say no choice.
We say pro-choice.
I love you guys.
We say pro-choice.
They say no choice.
We say pro-choice. We say pro-choice. They say no choice. 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 We say pro-choice.
Well, it is hot out here. Share it alive, share it alive, share it alive. Share it alive. I don't think so.
We say pro-choice. We're fucking job, y'all.
I don't think so.
Ridiculous. Separate the church and state. Separate the church and state.
Hey, Matt. Oh my God, it's Matthew Ballard. Harry Potter returns to the protests.
Separate the church and state. 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 I'm like, I love this. Separate the church and state. Separate the church and state. Separate the church and state. Separate the church and state.
Hey.
Look at this guy. Where you been at?
He's been winning Pulitzer Prizes for his photography.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We won't give up without a fight. 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 We won't give up without a fight.
I don't know. Can't you? Because I know you love them.
Thanks, white people. What that profit?
Chanel Helm and I talking about the fact that dogs always come to her, and she's not really a dog person. But today she had a groundhog come up on her porch. That's pretty entertaining. Huge crowd, you guys, and this is going to have to happen frequently. Frequently. One night is not enough. All of our rights are under attack. Guns have more rights than my universe. That's what that sign says. Gun rights, women's rights, gay rights. Okay, nice guy helped me off the garbage can that I was standing on. There's a handmade sale for you right there outside the cathedral.
This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
Protest puppy coming up. You okay, babe? You okay? You got water? Way too hot for dogs out here, you guys. No offense. Hey, Maggie, love you. We're at Metro Hall now, you guys, if you want to come down.
Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no want them to vote too. They got the power. If you were asked to speak, please make your way up to the microphone.
Keep sharing the live, you guys. Share to live. Get people over here, you guys.
Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop.
Hey everybody. My name is Steph and I am with the Party of Socialism for Socialism and Liberation here in Louisville. I just wanted to start on a note before we get started with our speakers today that we do have a medical tent to the left of me, the right of you. And there is water and help over there. If you want to you can go over there, you can wave your arms, but make sure that you know that that's there. Please take care of yourselves and hydrate. Please wear sunscreen. All right, so we know what brought us here we know what brought us here today, but we are not here to mourn. That is not what we are here for. No. Yes, absolutely. Yes, rage amongst other things. But what we know and what we see right here before us is that we have the power to change this, and they cannot take abortion away from us. We will continue to do what we have always done, which is take care of each other. That's right. And what's important to note is that the working and the oppressed people of this country have the power to shape history when we organize and fight back, and today is just the beginning. We have so much work to do. So, before we get started again, just a couple other notes. I don't see them yet, but I'm sure that they're here. We do have antis with us today, or we are about to. Please do not engage with them. That is what they want, and they do not fucking matter. Let's keep each other safe, let's look out for each other, and please, please do not interact with them. They are not important. All right, so we have a few people here to speak today, so I'm going to go ahead and let's get started with that. So the first person that I have up here to speak is actually, it's not person, it's people. We've got two people from Louisville standing up for racial justice, and you see, but before we welcome you to the stage, let's hear it one more time. When abortion rights are under attack, what do we do? When abortion rights are under attack, what do we do? When abortion rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up! Stand up! Stand up! Stand up! Stand up! Woo!
Hey y'all, thanks for coming out today on such short notice. I know we've been preparing for this for a while. We've known that our rights have been under attack for a long, long time. And those rights are not just the rights about people with uteruses. Those are human rights and civil rights that belong to every single one of us. So we may be out here today for abortion rights, but we are going to be out here today tomorrow for civil rights, and the next day for trans rights, and let's That's right, we are not single-issue people. We do not lead single-issue lives. My name is Anisi Chenault, and I'm here as a part of Louisville Showing Up for Racial Justice, or LSURJ. So many people have already been living in a post-Roe world. A right to an abortion means nothing if you cannot afford or access one. Yet today's decision from the Supreme Court is devastating. It must spur all of us to further action. LSURJ focuses on bringing more white folks into the movement for racial and economic justice, so that we can help build a majority that wins. Abortion access and reproductive rights are racial justice issues, and here's why. You may notice my sign here about my uterus is written on the back of a Granny's for Brianna sign. We're all here for the same thing every day. The modern anti-abortion movement traces its roots to the racist mobilizing against school integration. Abortion restrictions disproportionately impact people of color and poor people in general. In the US, Black women are 2 to 3 times more likely to die during or after birth, regardless of income, than white women. And people of color often have more difficulty accessing contraception, health care, birth options, and adequate supports for raising families. White people, I'm speaking to you. White people, we need to show up. White people, we need to talk to our people and take the cues from visionary Black organizations like Sister Song. Right. This country was built on the enslavement of Black people, brutal control over their reproduction, and the genocide of indigenous people. Therefore, we do not trust that this country's institutions will save anyone. We have to rely on each other.
Thank you, Anisi. My name is Jess Reese. I am also a part of LSURJ. As Anisi said, we have to rely on each other. I see somebody sign in the crowd that says, "Fuck SCOTUS, we're doing it anyway." That's the energy. So we have 4 suggestions of many for how to rely on each other, how to support each other, and how to save ourselves.
One, join me in setting up a monthly donation to an abortion fund. You can do this right now at KentuckyHealthJusticeNetwork.org. 2, follow the lead of people who've been preparing for this terrible day for a really long time. 3, support trans and non-binary people who need abortions. Remember that the fight for trans rights and the fight for reproductive justice are the same fight for bodily autonomy. We have to stick together on this. Seeing so many fucking people cheer for trans people is like the best part of this terrible day. So that's And fourth suggestion, if you don't already know about it, learn about self-managed medication abortion, which is safe and effective, and tell a friend. And then tell that friend to tell their friend. In the face of unjust laws, we've got to break them. That's just the way it is. We have to break these terrible laws. And if you feel very alone today, I hope you can look around and know that people will have your back. And I hope that we won't let you down. We cannot let you down. We will not let you down. I have 2 last things. The first is just remember, you never have to answer a cop's questions about your health, your internet search history, or frankly about anything else. Don't talk to cops. It's always good advice. And my last thing is just to anti-choicers everywhere, including on the Supreme Court. You can't force us to stay pregnant. Fuck your decision. We're making our own.
There's no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop. Say what? 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 One more time. All right, next up I have Heather from the ACLU.
Hey everybody, can y'all hear me? Are we good? Okay. So with the decision today, the Supreme Court has overturned Roe v. Wade and dismantled the federal constitutional protections for abortion that have existed for nearly 50 years. This allows politicians to force people to remain pregnant and give birth against their will. This decision puts abortion care access, which is already out of reach for many Kentuckians, in jeopardy. In Kentucky, the legislature passed a trigger ban in 2019, which immediately banned abortions in Kentucky upon the Supreme Court's overturn of Roe v. Wade this morning. Forcing someone to carry a pregnancy against their will has life-altering consequences, including forcing them to endure serious health risks from continued pregnancy and childbirth, making it harder to escape poverty, derailing people's education and career plans, and making it more difficult to leave an abusive partner. We all know that the impacts of pushing abortion care out of reach fall disproportionately on the same people who have always faced systemic barriers to care: women, communities of color, people living on low incomes, undocumented immigrants, young people, the LGBTQ+ community, and people living with disabilities. We also know that today's ruling will have deadly consequences, with the harm falling hardest on Black women and other people of color who already face a severe maternal mortality crisis that is the worst in the same states that are determined to ban abortion, Kentucky being a prime example. Black women are 3 times more likely than white women to die during childbirth and shortly after. We cannot ensure that that pregnant people and their children will survive pregnancy and childbirth, yet the government is forcing us to remain pregnant anyway. And this is not okay. Many people will consider care abortion, which can be safe and effective with the proper medication and information, but could subject them to increased investigation and harassment by law enforcement. Abortion is still legal in many states. You can go to www.abortionfinder.org and abortionfunds.org/need-abortion if you need more information on that. This November, a constitutional amendment will appear on the ballot in Kentucky. The amendment would permanently change Kentucky's constitution to state that there is no right to abortion care in Kentucky. Yeah. We are part of a coalition, Protect Kentucky Access, working to defeat this amendment. You can learn more at protectkentucky.com. We must take care of each other, and we must look out for each other. Take the time you need. Cry, scream, get pissed, go to therapy, but don't give up. The ACLU of Kentucky has a message for anyone pushing and supporting these extreme and cruel measures. We will see you at the courthouse. We will see you at the State House. We will see you at the ballot box. And we will see you in the streets. Our legal team is already preparing to fight in state court for a state constitutional right to an abortion. We cannot afford to stay quiet when our lives are on the line. Our most fundamental rights are in crisis across the country, and we're fighting back with everything we have. Thank you all.
When abortion rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When abortion rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When abortion rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back.
All right, next up we have Meg, if you're ready, Meg.
Thanks, y'all. I put very little thought into what I'm going to say, so here we go. My name's Meg. I use she and her pronouns. I've been in these abortion access frontline streets for over 20 years, and I'm here to tell you that Kentuckians will never stop needing abortions, and Kentuckians will never stop having abortions. There are organizations all over our region and all over the United States. There are abortion providers ready to support people. And as we know, if you don't have the privilege to travel, if you don't have access to a vehicle, if you don't have a trustworthy companion or a reliable place to call home or state-issued ID, it might be harder for you to go to Chicago and get an abortion, right? So what we're going to do is continue to support organizations and clinics that can provide care. We're going to support our neighbors and entrust people because they are the authorities on their lives and what it is that they need. We'll keep standing with our neighbors even though their pregnancy outcomes may be criminalized. What we also know will happen is that people who are loved ones of the control freaks that pass these laws will also be harmed by them. The effects of these rulings will be devastating on people who are going through miscarriage and stillbirth as well as abortion seekers. We heard a little bit about how you don't have to tell the police anything. Can I get a little shout out again? That's right. And in addition to that, it's really important for people to understand that the symptoms and treatment for abortion complications, if someone does decide to take medicine and for whatever reason needs to seek medical care, the medical providers do not need to know if medicine was taken in order to safely manage a miscarriage for that individual, okay? So while they may be able to criminalize our pregnancy outcomes, and they may be able to try to restrict our bodily autonomy, they cannot stop us from having and sharing reliable information. So, we heard earlier that abortion pills can be totally safe and effective, and people need information, they need support, they need to know what's an emergency, and they need to know what to say to keep themselves medically and legally safe. Most importantly, we need to remember that we're not here to rat people out, we're here to support them and make sure that they get the care that they need. So, we heard about, that's right, snitches get what? So we heard about the abortion pill, and we heard about abortionfinder.com. I have this QR code. I'm going to be having signs and stickers and all kind of stuff. You all can come and get buttons from me. This QR code is to a link tree. You can see my little link tree. It's a.abortion, okay? And it's for no matter where you live. It's not Kentucky specific. It will help people find an open clinic no matter what is happening with the laws. It will help people find their local abortion funds and practical support groups. There is also information linked on this link tree about how to reduce your risk of criminalization based on your web searches and what is stored in your phone, okay? As well as information such as the Repro Legal Helpline, which is there to support anybody who might be criminalized for any abortion-related behavior, including people who are supporting others in accessing care. So at some point, get a picture of this QR code or go to Linktree. Y'all know the period goes in a funny place, so just move it over. I've got it written. Wait, where am I? It's over here.
Give me the side. Take it.
Okay, so anyway, go to linktr.e/a.abortion and share this, because this is the information that people need to stay safe and to support each other.
Show it to me, Meg.
They say no choice, we say pro-choice. 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 Summer, are you around? Are you ready?
That's my girl.
All right, yeah.
Okay, Summer. Elementary speech day.
All right, you all welcome Summer.
All right, hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for everybody showing up today. I'm difficult, I know.
You're extra.
Sorry.
Summer, you want my megaphone, bitch?
Sorry.
We can take it back to the streets. It's freeway, bitch.
My body. My body. My body. So thank you all for being here today. Definitely shout out to all the men that are here today for 502 showing up. So give yourself a round of applause and let motherfucking Frankfurt hear y'all down there and make some fucking noise. My name is Summer Dickerson. I am a survivor of human trafficking. And I have had an abortion. And I would do it all over again. I stand here today and represent the women that have been raped. Hey, Daniel Cameron, I got a message for you. Fuck you.
I heard him stand at that podium, and some news person asked him, well, what about rape and incest? He said there will be no exception. Fuck you. I had an abortion because I was pregnant by a trafficker. I was raped. And the system that we have set up, because I was a prostitute in the society's eyes, not a victim of human trafficking, you know, what I was. The system, if I would have had that baby, and now it didn't happen here, but I would have went into a courthouse like that motherfucker right there. They'd have took my baby because he would have presented himself better than me. He would have took my child from me. He would have abused my child, groomed my child, and sold my child. And you got me fucked up. My job as a parent, I have 10 children. Yeah, 10, because, you know, they say we don't love kids and all, but, you know, I got a lot of kids. They say, as a parent, you're supposed to protect your child. Well, the day I went to that clinic, I protected my baby. And I don't give a fuck. And I don't care what anybody thinks of me. And when people sit there and, you know, people of faith and stuff, they'll say, oh, well, Summer, you're the exception. No, I'm the fucking majority. Stop making things feel good for you just because, you know, we have to tell you some trauma porn, because that's what it is. When I share my trauma porn with you, then you see me as a person. Fuck you. I stand here in the gap today, and I will until I don't have a breath in my body to stand with women and anybody with a uterus. Let's make sure we get that clear, because I stand with all. And this isn't just about abortion. We've heard that time and time today. And if you think for a second, for you ladies, they're going to go, I'm pro-life. Well, baby, they coming for your shit too. They coming for you too, so don't get too comfortable, because that man, you still a woman, he don't give a fuck about you. So I will stand in the gap, I will go to jail, I will do whatever I need to be to stand with my fellow sisters and make sure that anybody with a uterus has the rights that they deserve to have. You all want to say gun rights? Well, this is our uterus, right? Get the fuck off of it.
Pro-life is a lie! Pro-life is a lie! Pro-life is a lie! Pro-life is a lie! Pro-life is a lie!
We don't care if people die!
Pro-life is a lie!
We don't care if people die!
Pro-life is a lie!
We don't care if people die!
Pro-life is a lie!
We don't care if people die!
Pro-life is a lie!
We don't care if people die!
Someone wants to come back. Hold on.
We need a medic in the middle, right here. Yes, right over here as well. Okay. It's the same. It's the same.
Y'all good?
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Medics are running. Medics are running.
Let's hear it for our medics. Give our medics a round of applause. My bad, I'm a hot mess. I forgot something. So, you know, I hear these, and this chant is actually what triggered me to think about this. We hear pro-life people say, it's about life. We care about life. Okay. So are you telling those babies that are running from traffickers and gangs down in the south and the borders coming trying to get help, and you're putting them in cages? You care about life, right? Fuck you. You care about life, neglect about people being shot down in the street with the police, but you care about life, right? Fuck you. You care about life, but there's a death penalty. Fuck you. Okay, that's all.
Good job, sis.
All right, next up we have Chanel Helm of Sister Song.
Chanel Helm. I go by she, they, pronouns. I'm not only with Sister Song, the state consultant for this state, moving reproductive justice across the state, I'm also the co-chair of the Protecting Kentucky Access Against the Violence. I'm here today because I want you to organize. I love all that shit about voting, and that'll get there. The people that you heard today fight fucking hard in Frankfurt. Frankfurt is not an easy place. If you think SCOTUS just landed something there, we've been battling them bitches since 2015 with shutting down that clinic over and over again. You don't gotta cheer for it this time, because you don't. What I do want you to cheer for is actually doing something. And every last one of you out here can do something. They gave you something to do for voting, and that is great. But I actually need you to actually organize around this right now. The legal complications around what has just been handed down is way more than abortion. Roe versus Wade was about the individual right to your body. To your body. Woo! Written in that decision was every last one of you, male, female, trans, non-binary, whether or not you can decide what you need for your body. For your body. Abortion is the only medical procedure where we have people interrupt that every day. Every time somebody goes to get that medical procedure, it is interrupted by people who call themselves Christians. By people who praise Jesus. He gave bread to people who were hungry. You can't even feed babies who can't get fucking milk. You can't even house families in a motherfucking pandemic. And you're letting people die in a jail where they don't need to be. So yes, I want every last one of them motherfuckers that make a decision in this city, that make a decision in this state, to hear you every fucking time. Whether you go vote, you go help somebody get an abortion, or you go fund that shit. You hear me? This work is hard. This work is every day. A month ago, we got the leak that that decision was coming down. That decision was made over a Black-run abortion clinic in Mississippi. Those are Black women who run that abortion clinic in Mississippi. They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. We have the last abortion clinic in Kentucky, in a city that sold Black people down a river that is ran by a Black woman. I need you to hear me. So when I have my elected officials need to move their ass into action, I mean real quick. There shouldn't be a thought around what it is that I need to do. You need to do the right fucking thing. The people that you have seen here today fight very, very fucking hard. I'm not even gonna lie, like we're tired as hell. We wake up at 7 o'clock to emergencies, we get in meetings all day long to try to get things moved. What we really need is people power. And you're not going to move that with a turkey neck. I'm talking about Mitch McConnell. You're not going to move that with some dumb motherfucker who likes weed but wants it to be illegal. I don't know how you gonna smoke something you can't even have it in your house. So I'm making jokes, but I'm dead serious because the contradictions are real. We are living them right now. We are living them right now. Black women are at the front of this fight and have been saying since Roe versus Wade got passed that it was not enough. We have been sold, our babies have been taken, and here we are again afraid to take care of our bodies the way that we need to. I not only want you to find somebody to help them vote because yes, people are going to be very shocked when they see the back of that ballot in November, whatever it is. When they see the back of that ballot and they ask them about abortion and they think, oh yeah, let me go ahead and vote on this. I need you to tell them the implications of what is happening right now. When you look at those maps and they talk about where is abortion not legal at, Kentucky is one of the brightest colors on there. And people are not highlighting how much oppression is taking place in this state. We are not only looking at the ban of you making a decision for your body, we are looking at the ban of so much more in a country that we fucking work for as working class people. We pay a salary. You don't hear what the fuck we got to say. I need you to find and organize an organization. People who will train you and not only just have you train you for one vote or one action, will train you with skills for the rest of your life so that when you want to take action, you know what the fuck to do. So when you want to hit the streets, you know how to do that safely and make sure your people go home. When you get ready to take action to support somebody that wants to have an abortion, that wants to find housing, that wants to go to the doctor, that's what we're looking at. Who can and who cannot go to a doctor right now? That is a natural fucking right. That's not governed by law. I want you to have those skills. You are up here looking at Sister Song, the national organization for reproductive justice organizing in this country. We are led by a Black queer woman named Monica Simpson, who gives her all each and every fucking day to make sure that they know that. You are also looking at Party for Socialism and Liberation, people who are very militant in what they say and what they need. Learn what socialism is. It's not a bad thing. You can get votes over time. We are supporters and volunteers of the Kentucky Health Justice Network, and I cannot tell you how tired they are. Before this happened, during, and right now. It is very scary to be an abortion doula and supporter and anybody that goes out there and puts their physical body on the line. Do not forget what they do to doctors who actually perform abortions, right, y'all? You understand what I'm saying? This shit is deadly and costly. We want you to understand how careful you need to be to support somebody who needs to have an abortion. They are scared. And I've had 2 people, but they can't even get an abortion now because it's illegal. They're in domestic violence situations. Summer talked about what it meant to be trafficked as a person, but these people are living at home with their abuser, about to have their child. That is frightening. That is scary. And that happens every day, whether you're married or not. People deserve that right to their own bodily autonomy, and they can't even have that now. So the decisions are really, really hard. I need you to understand how much care and how much careful language you have to use when you help somebody. It's more than just telling you that. It is actually having you show up and be there. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. It is not also careful to just make sure that when those people have to go to the hospital, that you keep their care in care. It's also very careful for the folks that do that work because they have to be careful. So everybody can't do this. You understand what I'm saying? It is not an easy fucking job, trust me. So what I really want y'all to do is do what Meg said. Go to that link, get familiar with those things, and share that shit. Because people really do not know that they can get help paying for their abortion as well. That's what that fund is for. And people will make sure they get to a state that they can have that abortion, no matter how far along they are. Those people are willing and waiting for them. So people are organizing every day, whether you see it or not. But I want you to see it, so I want you to get organized. There will be trainings, there will be awareness campaigns. Marching and fucking protests are not the only answer. We do this shit when we mad. We do this shit when they get fucked up, and they have absolutely fucked up right now. Like our cases. I also want to give a shout out to all the amazing birth workers and doulas who are out here, full spectrum doulas, who give their all every fucking day. Every day. Who stand next to people who never thought they could have children, to people who have had many children, to people who are just scared and just need that comfort and support of somebody who is there not only to rub their back, but to check their babies and to make sure after they have that baby that they are taken care of. Those women are going to work right now. They are not lying about maternal health being dangerous for Black and brown women right now. We are dying. It is at a crisis. And they have not passed that at all. So every legislative session starts in January, it may end in March, it may end in April. If you see them say, get your ass to Frankfurt, bring your ass to Frankfurt. Fuck them. That's not their capital, that's our shit. We built that shit. Whose bodies? Our bodies. 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 Whose body? Our body. 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 All right, so next turn has also got the second one, and then it's coming back.
Thanks, Steph. It's me again, y'all. Okay. So shout out to Chanel for some really good calls to action, and I've got a few more. I want to make sure everybody understands that even though we have had one and a half abortion clinics in the state for several decades, there have been over 50 fake clinics in Kentucky. Y'all know about that? You know that they estimate as a variety of things. They might be presented to police sources, they might be presented to doctor's offices, but really, their purpose is to deceive abortion researchers and confuse them to have them delay their appointments. As an escort down at UNW, we have seen them go, they'll take somebody in who has an appointment and think that they're at the right clinic, but they're really at the fake clinic. We heard stories of them separating people from their clothing and their loved ones, okay? And then, of course, as an abortion funder, I've heard from people who went to one of those places and were told that they were only 5 weeks pregnant and about to have a miscarriage, and oh, when they get to the real clinic, guess what? You're 17 weeks and it's over $1,000 for your abortion. So, what we gonna do now, hold on, so what we gonna do now, as a clinic escort, we have been getting a lot of requests from people who really want to step up and help out. But I hate to tell y'all, the fucking clinic has closed. And so, what we're going to do, now that there's not a real clinic with protesters outside causing a big ruckus, we get to cause our own ruckus. I can tell y'all already at the fake clinics, okay? So now wanted me to make sure to let y'all know about these nasty billboards too. You see them where they're like, so we're not going to let them keep it up. We're not going to let them raise their dollars on their fake saves. We're not going to let them actually trick people into thinking that they might get medical care and then just walk away with a guilt trip and some fake information, right? So stay tuned. You've seen the QR code. I'm working on some signs. We've got them around here already. Ideally, when we have people go counter these fake clinics, you'll have either a QR code or a website for the clinic finders, right? Because who's going to be looking? Somebody who might be curious about whether or not they can get an abortion. So if you want to make a homemade sign that says, there is support for your abortion, or you can get an abortion, ineedanA.com and abortionfunds.org are the best resources to find where to get a clinic and where to get financial or logistical support. So I just wanted to shout that out as a call to action. You can absolutely reach out to local organizations such as Kentucky Health Justice Network. They run on volunteer power to get people out of the state. And as was mentioned earlier, people are tired. So if you contact, whether it's, we stopped responding to the emails as clinic escorts because we were like, we're not escorting anymore. And so if you do reach out to an abortion fund or practical support or an abortion doula or full spectrum doula collective and you don't hear back right away, or you don't get a notification of training within a couple of weeks, please be patient. Please Talk to your friends, make sure to share the links, make sure that people understand that abortion is normal and acceptable and accessible when you have resources and support, okay? But if you are ready to do something and keep showing up like this, like we said, protesting doesn't do everything all the time. Neither does marching, neither does voting. We have to vote and show up, right?
Okay, I have a little aside. I have a wallet that someone has lost. If your name is Jacob and you don't have your wallet, come up here and get your wallet.
Does he have a gold card?
When abortion rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When abortion rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When abortion rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. 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 Stand up, fight back.
I have one more speaker for you all. This is my comrade in the Party for Socialism and Liberation here in Louisville, and Ms. Diagene. Please welcome her.
When abortion rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When abortion rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back. I have to say that as I stand here before all of you today, that I am sick, and I am frustrated, and I am angry. I am sick of being told my vote counts. I'm frustrated that the people we elected have done nothing to protect our reproductive rights. I am angry that we... I am angry enough to stand here and demand that things change. Working class people have constantly been told, say it with your vote. But I'm here to say, has that ever worked? We do our due diligence in 2020 when we elected Democrats that are sitting pretty in the Congress right now, sitting so pretty, and they had a chance to vote on legislation for abortion with the Women's Health Protection Act, right? Did they do it? No! Did they do it? No! Our so-called democracy let 9 unelected lifetime judges strip our rights away. That is not democracy at work. No! This facade that we have presented as capitalist democracy is falling away and revealing the true dictatorship of the capital that lies beneath. But know this, our oppressive system, or their oppressive system, cannot function without us, the people. We don't have to sit on the sidelines while ruling class politicians let our rights slip away. We must organize and step into the stage of history, acting as our own revolutionary political force. Right now, it is vital that we support work being done by abortion funds like the KHJN. It is vital that we begin mass militant campaigns to pressure the government to legalize abortion here in Kentucky. If every state gets to decide, let our voices be the deciding vote here in Kentucky. You know that people say that today history's been made. What part of that history will you play? The quiet sheep who lay down while the fascists strip away your rights?
Or will you make history today by joining us in dismantling this capitalist system and take the power back to the people? We won't go back. We will fight back. All right, let's bring it home. All right, I want to thank you all so much for being here today. It is incredible to look out and to see all of your faces, and I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that we will win, because I'm looking at you and I know it. This is what power is. What they have in the Supreme Court is not power. That is nothing. We are what give it legitimacy. We are the reason that they have jobs, and we can take them away.
Share this message to
So as you have heard throughout, several speeches today, we do have plans beyond today. And I ask that you please show up to them. Every single person in this crowd can play a part. Absolutely. There is something for you to do. There is a job for you to have. Please make sure that we have a way to contact you. Please stay in touch with us. We will connect you to a job, to whatever you want to do. Please just follow us on Instagram, PSL Louisville. We will connect you to all of these amazing organizations. And I'm going to make an ask too that KHJN really needs financial support more than ever right now too, to get people across state lines to get safe abortions. So please consider getting home safely and giving what you can every month to KHJN, please. That's so important. If we do that, and if we stay together, they will look back on this time and they will know that Kentucky said absolutely the fuck not to this situation. When abortion rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When abortion rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When abortion rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. 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 All right, I have one surprise speaker. Hold on. This is Bruce.
How y'all doing out there? Make some noise, man. Make some noise for yourself right now. I'm gonna make this short and sweet. This is a beautiful thing. I've seen this before. I've been out here for 3 years every day of my life, 4 a.m. to 4 a.m. And I'm gonna support y'all. I don't know if y'all know where y'all at right now, but this is free. But you know something? It's like I always say, we get there together. So we're gonna be here with y'all. I'll make sure y'all here with us, man. Everybody stay up. Yeah. Hey man, I love y'all, man. Keep going, man. We're gonna be right behind y'all every step of the way. Free word!
All right, thank y'all for coming out. I know you always ask when is the next one. There's going to be a next one. We're definitely organize, mobilize, and hold their ass accountable in between. So what we're going to do is, everybody, please make your way safely to your car. If anything looks weird or suspicious, there are numbers to call. There are people to hit up. And we're going to help those get back to their cars if you parked on Broadway. So we'll go ahead and take 6th Street back down, all right? All right. Again, slow march. We ain't rushing for nobody. Fuck them. 12. Greg, Speedy, your wallet is still up here.
This is beautiful. I'm having flashbacks. We get there together. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. But I do know what to say. Like and share the video. Make sure you come out. Make sure you show support, man. Because like I always say, we get there together. Three-way, man.
See? Antonio?
How you doing?
Good. Want to add anything?
Yeah. We got at this time. Let's go ahead while we talking about women's reproductive rights. Let's talk about Tanisha Chappelle, who was killed in Indiana jail in Jackson County. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a women's jail, and our women is under attack in jail too. So we got to look at all ends, and we all got to stand together. Justice for Tanisha Chappelle.
Thank you, Antonio. Thank you, Bruce.
Shout out to Tyler too, man. It's supposed to put me on. Man,
I love you, my brother. Good to see you. Always good to see you. All right, you guys, that was quite an incredible several hours here, and you can see them marching back. Those who left their cars. Oh my God, it's Michael Piles! Oh my God, it's Michael Piles! Hey, baby. Let me hug this guy right here. Hi, sweetheart. How you doing?
Okay.
Hanging good. Oh my God, my little broken-footed wonder.
In line.
Oh, and Jesus, what happened to you?
I was in a head-on collision about 2
Oh
weeks
my
ago.
God, I saw that. I didn't have any idea how bad it was. I'm so sorry.
Did you walk up here? No, Lord.
Lordy,
I am
Lordy,
private.
Lordy. People are just driving like
right there.
Crazy people.
You been all right? I know.
They just ran into you at a.
He's the person that ran into me. They ended up getting rear-ended, so they
Oh
swerved
my
him into
God, I'm so sorry, Andrea. I'm so sorry.
me. It's okay. I'm alive, bless God.
Bless God. Your boys were watching out for you.
I believe so.
Absolutely.
I really do. They said they're angels on my shoulders.
Absolutely.
I'm glad you were doing all that wonderful work with the animals.
Oh my Lord, I tell you, it's enough to drive you
I
crazy.
wish I could help out and make that a bigger process, you know? So you're not, I know you're not the only one, but make your group bigger, you know? But that's not the point, right?
I think I've already got 2,000 views on this live stream, so people are finding it. I love you.
They get 2 pages or 20 pages. Let me hobble myself back to the car.
Yeah. Do that. Be careful.
You know,
be careful.
They say make sure you're safe. My safety is.
Be careful. Do you need any help?
Oh no.
Alright. You have a good. Too bad. Thanks. Yeah. So you guys at Ken! KJ!
Hey!
Ooh.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing? Listen, I'm sick of it. You want to say something to the people? This is my good friend.
Oh, how you
Hey,
doing?
good friend.
What do you want to say?
Hey, I want to say that I'm a mother of 6 girls, 2 bonus daughters, and I just can't stand for this. Anything can happen in life, and it's like we're losing control over everything. Women deserve their rights. This is our body. We do what we want. Nobody should be able to control that. God should be the only one controlling it.
Thank you.
Hey, what she said and what you said and what everybody else said, I'm tired of it. Listen, the most disrespected human in America, in this world, is a what? Is a woman. And then added that, a black woman. They don't want us to have any kind of power. We have to wake up, please, people. I'm serious. Wake up. We need to start. Listen, when I say this, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. A woman can run this world. We need to fucking start electing these women and put them in these positions to run it. I'm sick of it. Why we gotta keep on going through it?
Science says it. We all know that women, we are smarter. We go a little faster than men do. So why not? They're afraid. They're scared of women.
They don't want to give us power.
They don't want to give us that
They don't want to give us power. I'm tired of it. It's ridiculous. If it ain't one thing, it's another. I mean, it just keeps. It's just. My mother said they're trying to take us back in time.
Yeah.
She said they're trying to take. My mom is 62 years old, and my mother is very upset. She said, Karen, they're trying to take us back in time. We are tired. So whoever's making these positions, we're not happy with you. We're not happy, and we're not going to stop because we can't stop.
Yep. You know I'm your mother's age.
Are you? Ah! Hey, by the way, I love Tara. You heard me, she's the bomb.com. I love you too.
Hey, Dodo, how you doing, cutie? I love you. All right, you guys, that was one heck of a... What do the men have to say? What do the men have to say?
We are not the ones who need to be speaking.
You're right about that, but I'm giving you an opportunity. What do you have to say?
I think you should talk to Joe.
No? Yes?
Disgusted. I'm
Disgusted?
Yeah. Sad. Feeling the weight of it, even though it doesn't even hit my body. You know, just people you love, you care about.
Yep.
It's sick.
Thanks.
That's really all. I don't know. There's a lot to say, but there's not a lot to say. You know what I mean?
Good to see you, man. Hi, how you doing? All right, you guys, let's talk to the handmaid.
Blessed evening.
Talk to us, handmaid.
Not so blessed, I'll tell you what. It's a utopian society is heading down our way. If we don't do something about it now, we're all screwed. Think about these women that have had forced to have children. What are their opportunities for education, and who's going to care for those children after they're born? It just sucks.
All right, you guys. PSL. Oops, good job. All right, you guys, that was one hell of a demonstration. If we'd only had this many people out for the Breonna Taylor protests every single night, just absolutely incredible to see this turnout because all of the same people are affected. Black and brown women are affected. Black and brown trans are affected. Everybody who has a uterus is affected. And that's why so many people came out tonight to speak out against this ruling that came down today from a packed conservative court installed by the former president who created what the handmaid just described as a dystopian society. And if you think that your rights are not going to be taken away, think again. Just think again. Because they're coming after all of us. It's like a caravan is getting ready to start. All right. Y'all probably have noticed that I'm live streaming on a new platform because of the Clorox Chewables meme from 2 years ago, which has earned me a 30-day restriction on my massive platform, which encompasses 20,000 people on all my Facebook pages. So got a brand new Facebook page. Share it out. Let everybody know. Pass it around. Taylor, keep watching my page and I'll let you know. Right, thanks so much.
Same with black women.
All right, y'all be safe. Love y'all.
I was at work till 3 o'clock.